Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Now, you know, today, if you've checked my videos, you'll have seen that I unboxed the Japan Lenormand, which this is the back of the cards. This is from Game Crafter. Really cool imagery, all Japanese themed. And I have scheduled a video upload ready for the pairing of the Japan Lenormand with the vintage Japanese tarot deck. So I have put these two together in a video, an upload. So that will be released tomorrow, released in a couple of days. Okay, so tonight we've also got the Silver Witchcraft with the Pagan Lenormand. Okay, we've got those two decks together. Tonight we have with the Romantic Tarot. The Romantic Tarot. I've actually got Titiana's fortune cards. So that's appearing tonight. I also have the Tarot de Marseille, which is a convert deck. Okay, and I have this with Alexandre Musruck Lenormand deck. So I've got those two decks together. Okay, we have the Ancient Italian Tarot deck with the Sibylla cards. So we've got these two decks together. Okay, now we have Ciro Marchetti. We've got his Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Okay, this is the expanded pack, of course. We've got these two decks together. Now, also tonight we have the Spanish Tarot, and I've actually got it with the Kipper. Now, I know Kipper is actually German. And I could have, I actually don't have any Spanish Oracle decks at this time. So that's why I've put these together. I just like the colors, the color tones together. I think the colors sort of go quite well. So Kipper cards with the Spanish Tarot. Now the other deck I have is Roxana Paul's Maori Tattoo Tarot, with Justine's Hand Me That Pencil, her Oracle Songs of My Heart Oracle deck as well. So those are the decks tonight that I will be using. So let us begin this journey by having a look at, I think we'll start with Ciro's Gilded Tarot Royale. Let's see what tonight's message is. Welcome if you've joined as in later on after it's been uploaded. Welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Don't forget to check the links below so you know if you want to pay a donation, the link down below. Also to the links to other aspects that are quite important could be on my channel as well. The links to my blog, links to Unseen Ellie if you want a reading. Also the links to Make Playing Cards if you want to see what decks I have created and are for sale. So let's see what today's collective message is for us tonight. Let's see as we begin our reading. Oops, cards have already flipped out. We have the Queen of Swords, so it's very much about the truth, about nurturing that perception, as well. Page of Pentacles to me is a sense of maybe a youthful, somebody who's quite youthful, studying, someone who's learning. Could be about finances and health as well as career. We've got Six of Wands to me is about success. And King of Pentacles is about an opportunity, a sense of a business opportunity arising in some way. So it could be about nurturing your truth, or nurturing the truth of the situation. Maybe an idea that's going on at this time could be really important for you as you look at what you're learning, at the things that you're learning in regards maybe to your health or finances. There is a sense of success, triumph, victory coming into play, but it's really important for you to look at the business opportunity that may arise in this situation. So let's have a look and see what the Lenormand cards have for us tonight. Okay, the first card we have is the sense of the mask. So to me, it's about removing the mask. Maybe this is a reminder to remove the mask that we're hiding behind at this time. Could be a sense of a male coming into the situation in a way. We could find ourselves needing to, maybe this male that's coming into our life at this time could be seen as being quite cunning or a bit of sly. Maybe we're finding that he's hidden something. Could be about timing as well. Could be a sense of looking at the time of the situation, what's going on in regards to the time at this moment. So all relating to this business opportunity that's coming in. It's reminding us that we really need to look behind the illusion, look behind what's going on. Maybe there's a sense of being practical about it. Maybe we need to be a little bit very down to earth in the situation as well. As we're nurturing our perceptions about what's actually happening, there's also a sense of maybe needing to look at how we can achieve what we need to achieve. Maybe we need to just observe. Maybe we need to be slow in allowing ourselves to actually achieve what we actually want to achieve through timing. Maybe we need to be a little bit clever, a little bit sly to achieve what we want. And timing is going to be really, really important for us. And I keep getting the sense of being slow, not rushing our time in the situation at all. So that could be really important. So that's the Gilded Tarot Royale with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti. And a fantastic decks. I love Ciro's artworks. There's lots of amazing decks. There could be a different deck that appeals to you. Definitely an artist to support in many, many ways. Okay, so let's look at the Spanish Italian. So we're going to look at this, the Spanish Italian, the Spanish Tarot with the Kipper cards, and let's see what message they give us today. So there could be a message that resonates. Remember, this is a collective energy, so it may not completely resonate with you, and that's okay if it doesn't. Here you've got the King of Spades, and the King of Spades is a sense of being logical, thinking about what's actually important in the journey as well, which is super important. That sun shining on the situation. We know things are a little bit upended is the word that came to mind. It feels like the walls are sort of crumbling around us, and we're not able to sort of stand on the solid ground that we actually want at this time. Could be a sense of initiation. It's like we're moving into new levels of awareness in regards to our passion, maybe in regards to our ambition. our energy, our sense of vitality within what we actually want. Could be that inheritance. It could be that we're acknowledging what we have inherited from the past. And I don't feel like it's money or in that way. It's not financial. But what have we inherited? What have we brought forward on our journey? Or from our family. What have we inherited? Which is super important. So let's have a look at what lies ahead. So, there's definitely somebody who's sort of hiding from the situation, someone who's not being totally honest with it. There is a sense of waiting for what's going on. See, again, I get that sense of inheritance coming through. And it could be in regards to a man that's quite significant, quite important, significant person who's coming into the journey, could be influencing the journey in some way. Sense of, why am I getting something in prison? Maybe you're feeling stuck, and that might be part of why you feel like the world is, your walls are crumbling around you, everything's sort of starting to come out into the open, but yet there's a feeling of being imprisoned in what's going on. It's like things are, I want to say, cycling or keep going around and around. It's like you're going around in circles and you're not able to actually move ahead. You feel very stuck in what's actually going on because everything seems overwhelming at this time. So there we have the Spanish Tarot with the Kipper cards in the message. So interesting combination. So let's have a look at the Silver Witchcraft Tarot with the Pagan Lenormand. Now, I've seen several people use this combination, and this is definitely one of my favourite sort of combinations in sort of the Pagan Celtic, very Pagan sort of witchcraft area. So let's have a look and see what message these cards have for us today. Here we have the World. So there's definitely an ending, an achievement on some level. And that could come from being able to break free from what's restraining us. Again, we have got that sense of being constrained. Hey, Cheryl, how's it going? One more card from this, and it's about using one strength. So here we have, with the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, we have the World, the Devil, and Strength. So here we have this achievement, this ending, even though we may feel like things are I want to say overwhelming. It's a sense of being restrained, a sense of being chained to what's going on. But it's important to use some inner strength that's coming through, endurance, stamina, maybe allowing us to sort of break free. Using that strength is going to allow us to break free from what's actually going on, to give us the achievement that we need. So here we have the sense, the tree here is about our health. So how is it affecting our health and what's actually going on? We may be important for us to have a commitment to our own journey, a commitment to ourselves on some level, enabling us to feel secure in what's going on. So what's affecting our health? Knowing that we've got to have a commitment to our own self. Maybe there's a contract that we could be dealing with at this time, and we need to find a sense of security, or the contract could be in regards to a house, and that could be affecting our health in some way. So here we have the Silver Witchcraft Tarot with the Pagan Lenormand. So there we have a combination that we can use when looking at decks to put together using the Tarot and the Lenormand. That is going to be the decks that I'm using tonight. So how are you, Cheryl? How's it all going? What did you have a question, or were you just wanting to pop in and chat, or did you have a question in some way? I'm sort of using different combinations. Today I got the Japan Lenormand from the Game Crafter that arrived today. So I'm going to use this deck with the vintage Japanese tarot, which was actually a Kickstarter, which is still available through Bobby Alexandre. He does a range of decks where he looks at artwork and then places it on the tarot. There are all sorts of themes that he's created. This is the only one that sort of appealed to me, was the Japanese one. There's a zombie and a whole lot of other horror one, and a World War one, and there's a few different ones anyway. Old photos and old opera and all sorts of decks that he's created. But anyway, this is the vintage Japanese tarot. So let's have a look and see what message the cards have for us as a collective energy. So here we have the Two of Swords, which is about finding an inner peace within oneself. Maybe you find yourself at a crossroads, not quite sure in which direction you should actually move. You may be feeling a little heartbroken at this time as well. There is a possibility of a new love, a new opportunity. So to find one's own inner peace, maybe it's about acknowledging or dealing with one's own heartbreak, enabling you to actually move forward with a new love or a new relationship on some level. But acknowledging one's feelings, maybe going through a huge amount of trouble. There may have been some deceit, maybe feeling isolated as well in one's journey. There is a path, there are many pathways to actually take. There are choices to be made, enabling you to announce, I want to say there's a birth of something new. It feels like there's a birth of something coming into fruition, coming into play, something new. And it does bring a possible good luck. It does give us good fortune. So it does feel like things are sort of moving into a sense of abundance coming into the journey, which is really important. So that's the vintage Japanese with the Japan Lenormand, which is a really cool combination in regards to messages coming through. So let's have a look at the Sibylla with the ancient Italian tarot. And we're going to use, here we have a breakthrough. We have this potential to achieve what we actually want by allowing ourselves to embrace this breakthrough, which is super important. Here we have 8 of Wands. So again, we have this movement that's moving quite quickly on the journey. It definitely feels like there's a sense of things coming as an achievement, a possibility through life's ups. I want to say life's ups and downs, acknowledging that there are ups and downs in one's life, and we've acknowledging that allows us a sense of, I want to say, overcoming the challenges in our own energy. I want to say overcoming our own energy. So allowing us to actually move forward with this intensity, this power, acknowledging this sense of life's ups and downs allows us to actually overcome those challenges, that conflict in what's happening, giving us a sense of victory. I want to say victory, achievement, a sense of pride in what we've actually achieved. Ooh. Here I'm just getting luxury. There's a sense of taking care of ourselves, pampering ourselves, having a little bit of luxury is okay, taking time out to enjoy our moments, to breathe. So let's see what Sibylla cards for us. Here we have a sense of having fun. You know, it's okay for us to have fun, to acknowledge that is so important. Going through some endings, it's like things are finished for us and we might be moving on to something new. It could be about opening our heart, allowing us the love that we deserve, loving ourselves, loving others. And this might be about a child in our own life, or maybe it be about something small. So it could be something small that's happened in our life, allows us to have the love that we deserve as we find things are ending in some way, and yet we've got the sense of acknowledging a sense of happiness or joyfulness. So, you know, are we I wanted to say consolation prize in this one. It's like where maybe we feel as though we're not worthy of joyfulness, of happiness. We're not worthy of love in our way. So, you know, we're feeling very small in this huge world. And there might be a sense of a reconnection with someone as well. Super important. A sense of reconnection with someone. Wow, that's a really interesting sort of left of if we look at life's ups and downs and the conflict and the sense of victory and being able to feel like we can really take some time out for ourselves, to acknowledge that that's okay, to acknowledge that we can have time out for ourselves. We can love who we are. We can allow ourselves to feel worthy, even though there are times that we may, you know, there is life's ups and downs when we may not feel as worthy as what we deserve. But with a reconciliation within ourselves, a reunion, and I'm not talking about with another person, maybe this is a reunion with ourselves. Maybe we need to explore who we are as individuals. So that's the Sibylla cards with the ancient Italian. So let's have a look at the New Zealand, the Maori tattoo tarot with the Songs of My Heart oracle. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to finish up shortly. I don't think we'll be on for very long. It's been very quiet. I'm just going through all the decks with messages. I'm not quite sure what's happening tonight. So I'm just going through and doing, you know, you can see the combinations, the pairings of decks I have used. So here again, we've got the sense of the tower. So again, I feel like our walls are crumbling around us. Maybe we feel like our world at the moment is just shaken up. It feels very chaotic, not quite sure where we are, but yet we have a sense of success and victory is possible. You know, it is possible to have success. It might be a sense of receiving the news that we are ready to accept for whatever reason. Maybe this is a reminder to accept the news. There could be also a sense of walking away from something. So as things are crumbling around us, maybe things are quite chaotic, it makes way for success, makes way for us to accept the news that we receive, which gives us the courage to maybe walk away from what's not so important in our own life. And this allows us to learn past lessons. Maybe we're learning something new in this journey as well. So let's look at the Songs of My Heart oracle deck. And we have hard is not impossible. So even when things are quite difficult, like I said, it feels like things are chaotic, things are going out of crazy, it does not mean that it's unachievable. This is a reminder that things are possible. We can achieve success in our journey. Here we have I adapt and thrive. So when things are chaotic, things are crazy, things may not seem as as easy as we would like. It means that you can sort of adjust to what's actually going on and actually grow and develop within oneself. It's like you take control of your own story. You allow yourselves to make the choices that you need, you accept what's important, and you allow the direction that you actually want to achieve. And so you can embrace the change. I embrace change. So that's an interesting reading from the Maori Tattoo Tarot and Songs of My Heart Oracle. So let's have a look and see what's next on the agenda. Okay, so let's look at the Romantic Tarot with Titiana's fortune cards. And let's see what message we have with this deck. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, this could be in regards to a relationship that you're dealing with right now. So if this is about relationships, let's have a look. Relationships. Okay, the first card we have is the Page of Cups. So that could be talking about your emotions. Maybe you're feeling very within the relationship. You might be feeling quite emotional. You feel very youthful in the emotions as well. This is a sense of allowing you to. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords to me is a sense of stress and worry. So maybe there is a sense of things are not quite as they seem. You might be feeling very stressed about what's actually going on. It could be about a perception and what's moving. There's definitely some conflict within the emotional aspects of it. We've got the Five of Cups here. Maybe there's some things that you cannot control, some other things that you can. So let's focus on what's important. Here we have the Moon card. So you've got this acknowledgement of your moods, of the cycles, the stage, what stage you are within the relationship. So you look at this relationship that's sort of very emotional. Maybe it's affecting you more than you realized. The sense of maybe it's making you feel like you're a little bit stressed out in the situation. Maybe your perceptions are not factual. Maybe your perceptions are affecting you as well. There does seem to be some yin-yang, like you're flip-flopping between your emotions as well. Maybe you feel like you're a bit on a roller coaster ride. So it's about acknowledging the stage that you're actually at within this relationship. Are you able to acknowledge what's going on within the relationship? So let's have a look at Titiana's fortune cards. And already got a card that flipped out. And it talks about changing your perception to positive. It tells me that the relationship is actually in a positive light. Okay, there's a good luck. It does talk about, again, it does sort of sense of illumination, does bring in a sense of cycles as well within the moon, but I am getting illumination. It's like reflection. It's like everything is sort of coming into play in some way. It is a sense of loyalty. Being loyal to oneself is going to be important. So I see the relationship as, even though you've got these fears and things, the sense of unknown going on, does tell me that the relationship is going to be a good one, is going to be positive, does sort of seem to be moving in the right direction. And it does bring in a sense of security. So it does bring in a really positive relationship. Thinking about, even though you've got all these fears and unknowns and everything like that, there is that sense of unknown. It does feel like everything's going to come out secure. It is going to be a good relationship overall. But that's interesting in regards to relationships. Okay, so let's look at our last combination. We have a Tarot de Marseille with a Lenormand deck by Alexandre Musruck. So let's have a look and see what the messages are. So this Tarot de Marseille deck is actually a Nicholas Convert, of course. So let's see what cards we have here. We have Two of Swords. So Two of Swords to me is a sense of balance, balancing out your perception, balancing out your thoughts and ideas. Maybe you're needing to make sure that to find some inner peace within oneself, you do need to balance your perceptions with what's actually reality. Here you have the Nine of Swords. There is that stress. There is that sense of moving through your thoughts and ideas, being able to come out onto the other side. Now, Wands, we have Four of Wands. Here we have the sense of trying to find some stability within your passion, maybe a sense of creativity, your energy as well, maybe a sense of stability within our energy is so important. Here we have the Five of Wands. We may find ourselves with a bit of conflict, maybe some challenges, but there is a sense of success and victory coming through. So even though we may feel like we're at a crossroads, not quite sure in what's actually going on, we may find ourselves feeling quite stressed. It is important to find some stability with our own energy, allowing ourselves to overcome any conflict or challenges that we have at this time within our own energy, giving us a sense of victory or success. Okay, the last one here. Okay, with Alexandre Musruck's Lenormand deck. So let's have a look at the messages that we have here. Here we have Dog again, which is about loyalty, seems to be really important. It is about love and loyalty, being kind to oneself, being gentle. You know, a lot of self-love, self-care is so important, enabling us to sort of, I feel like it's a sense of opening ourselves up to new possibilities, new chapters in our lives. Maybe this is about revealing, you know, really looking at past inner secrets within oneself and acknowledging that is super important. And acknowledging any trouble or any deceit that we've had within our lives. Maybe it feels like there has been some secrets that have now been revealed, been opened up. So that's where part of the self-care and self-love is so important. And it's about cutting away that deceit, cutting away those things that don't serve us well, so that we can have that self-love and self-care. So that's the Lenormand deck with the Tarot de Marseille. This is a Convert. So that's it from me tonight. Very quick, very short, very quiet. Of course, we've done lots of different collective readings. So what connects with you is up to you. So that's it from me. I'll see you Thursday night. Take care and blessed be.